Leadership. The word conjures up images of stalwart-looking people, mostly men we notice, bravely leading a company, a country, a movement. But rarely do these leaders make things happen alone. If they are effective, they are surrounded by a wide range of talented people moving together in a common purpose. In a way, all of these people are leaders too, and the insight, dedication, and commitment they bring are essential to a successful outcome. What if leadership were not defined by position or title, but instead were measured by someone's willingness to respond and create solutions truly in the best interest of everyone? What if robust, engaged, committed followership were equally valued as an expression of leadership? In order to make this vision a reality, we would need to allow more space for the many marginalized voices that exist in our world today. We would need to bring balance to our current ferocious attachment to winning and instead allow room for inclusion, equity, and interrelatedness. And we would need to learn to hold both connection and action as equally important, critical parts of a whole. Most important, we would need to stop thinking of leadership in terms of specific roles, such as teacher, manager, president, CEO, and parent. We would need to stop defining what is required according to the expectations that come with these roles. Coactive leadership is not a role. It is a way of being in relationship with the world around us, and we can choose it from any role and in any given situation. Depending on the needs of the moment, we can step into any one of the 5 dimensions of coactive leadership and move fluidly from one dimension to another, far beyond the expectations of whatever role we occupy. This is one of the many things that make coactive leadership such an adventure. Coactive leadership can be expressed in all areas and moments of our life, rather than being restricted to a specific role. Every interaction becomes an opportunity to lead in one way or another, and either we are being a leader in the moments of our life, or we are not. As we move into the fullness of the 21st century, the challenges we face collectively are far too complex and planetary for any one person, or even any one group of people, to resolve in isolation. How we relate to each other and the earth matters now more than ever. It has never been clearer that we will thrive or die together because our fates are woven together in a web of interdependence that holds all of life on this earth. And yet, even as it is crystal clear that we are unavoidably connected to each other, it is also clear that we have become divided from ourselves, from each other, and from the natural world that gives us life. Western medicine is a wonderful tool that can heal all kinds of ills, and yet it teaches us to think of our body as a collection of parts rather than an integrated whole. It is important to love one's country, and yet nationalism has been used to turn us against one another. We say that justice is blind, and yet our systems of jurisprudence are rife with unconscious bias and systemic racism. A strong connection to spirit is a vital foundation of a resonant life, and yet fundamentalism has blinded us to our shared humanity. Our very survival as a species is dependent upon the wellness of our planet, and yet we continue to live in ways that wreak irreparable harm. It is crucial at this time that we foster models and philosophies that support us in recovering the wholeness that is the birthright of all people. Imagine for a moment what would become available if we were able to live and work with a profound sense of interrelatedness and interdependence, drawing insight and wisdom from the whole of our world, rather than just the parts we thought belonged to us. From the micro of miscommunication and isolation in our individual relationships to the macro of global challenges like systemic oppression and climate change, it is essential that we learn to work together. We must learn to value and appreciate diverse perspectives and understand how to leverage a wide range of creative input, because the challenges we face require that we do so.